Hi there, it's another tarot sesh. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is for the end of October Halloween Saiway for Leo. We're going to just jump right into this. I do not have a song of the day, but welcome back to the channel to all of my loyal Leos. And for those of you returning to the channel, returning to the Cannastrologer, you guys know that at the end of every year, I do a predictions video that predicts the energy around each full moon of each month. So we're going to be going over all of that stuff for those of you who missed the annual reading. That way, you can kind of compare and contrast and see what energies align with what's happening for you this month. Right, what do we have for Leo, please, spirits? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. So mote it be for October 25. All right, Leo. We've got you are magic. What will you weave from the strands of wonder that make up your most precious life? Whatever you dream of, the witch sends you an unwavering belief in your power to create a magical life. Okay, so you are magic. Some of you may have been feeling less than magic or less than, like, what am I trying to say? Like lackluster, right? You could have been feeling like, you know, there wasn't a lot of magic going on in your life. And so the witch is sending you an unwavering belief that it's like you've still got it, you know. You've still got that power, that magical life. You just have to dig down a little deeper and find it, right? Or let it come out. What do we have for our lovely Leos for the end of October 2025, or meant for whenever they're seeing this? All right, let's see what we got. Underneath the deck, going into this, is the Hierophant. So this is, the Hierophant is like structured energy. This is more religious than it is spiritual. This could be like a corporate leader. This is also talking about like an institution. It's like the traditional way. It's like what people typically do. It's not necessarily going against the norm. So it's like following structure, following a syllabus, following, you know, the way that it's always been done. So some of you, that could be why you're feeling lackluster. Like, you know, that you could be like stuck in like some type of a monotonous type of energy, and it just same old every day and in each day and out, right? Let's get 3 cards for Leo, please, for October 2025. What do we have for Leo, please? Wanted to pop out. Okay, first one, we've got Justice. One person's justice is another person's karma. We've got the Ace of Cups. That's a new relationship, new beginning. Then we have the 3 of Cups, celebration. So Justice, Ace of Cups, new relationship, and celebration. That's getting together with friends. It's like community. It's, you know, it could be a celebration, a party. Could be a third party for some of you, but I don't think so. It could be a new relationship, however. Somebody's in their head about it. I don't know. For some of you, it could be like polygamy. So 8 of Swords, somebody's in their head. It's worry, fear, anxiety. Now, the thing with the 8 of Swords is like you've put yourself in that headspace you can take yourself out of. What I'm looking at here, I feel like somebody got justice in a situation, some type of, could be a legal situation, but you got justice in some kind of situation. Could have been somebody else's karma. And with that, you're moving on, and it's like the beginning of a new relationship. Could be a business partnership. That could be where the celebration comes in. Take it as it resonates. But I see, you know, good things happening, happiness coming in. All right, underneath the deck, we have the 7 of Candles, 7 of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. This is working, defending, fighting for what you believe, morals, ethics, goals, you know, that type of energy. So there may be something that you had to, like, you know, fight for. That could be where the Justice comes in. Maybe arguing. Okay, so for the Justice card, we have the first 2 cards that fell out is the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this was in the past, recent past. I feel like you got your justice. You may have gotten some type of a payout. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, it's, you know, closing of cycles and the beginnings of another. Now, it is, like I said, you know, clarifying the 10 of Potions, 10 of Cups, and that's happy home, happy life, happy wife. Like, I feel like this is something that could have made your family extremely happy. Something that you felt like you were, like, winning the jackpot with this situation. But you're getting some kind of justice out of it. Now, if this is like a divorce situation, I feel like somebody could have gotten a settlement or child support or something like that. And that is somebody's justice in a situation that allows them to move forward and, you know, create a new relationship, a new stable foundation somewhere else. What is the Ace of Cups for Leo? What is the Ace of Cups for Leo? Let's get 2 cards, please. Ace of Cups for Leo. Ace of Cups. Okay, you get 3 cards. We've got the Star, we've got the Ace of Needles, and then we have the 8 of Needles. So 8 of Needles, that's that anxiety again. Somebody's really anxious about this new start. But I do feel that somebody could be communicating. See, Ace of Needles, Ace of Swords, this is communication and truth. Somebody wants to come out with the truth. It could be star-like energy. This could be, you could be like saying something to somebody who is like star-like energy, star-like quality. They could be center spotlight. Otherwise, this is like hope and healing. So it's somebody communicating some kind of message that could bring injustice to a situation. But also it's all about truth and honesty, right? And it has the capability, the ability to heal a situation that somebody could just be in their head about. Like I'm feeling very strongly, like somebody could have been unhappy in a situation, excuse me, and, you know, try to get out of it or move away from it or something. And because I see the closing of cycles, but then the beginning of something new. So for some of you, you could be starting a new level of the relationship with the same person, or this is a completely new person. This also could be somebody from the past that it's like you're going back and you're in your head about because, you know, you want to say something to them. So what's the Three of Cups? What is the Three of Cups for Leo? What is the Three of Cups for Leo? So we've got the Ace of Candles. That's a passionate new beginning. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And then we have the Ace of Presents. You guys are getting all the aces. So Ace of Presents is an idea, a new project, a new start. And this is going to bring in a celebration. This is going to bring in a reason to celebrate with a passionate new beginning and an idea that has, you know, really good propensity for success. Claire, you have all four aces. You have all four aces. Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got the Ace of Potions. That's the Ace of Cups. Somebody's in their head. I really feel it's about delivering a message to somebody. It could be from somebody from the past to start something new. And you've got the Ace. You're just in your head about it. You're super anxious about it. It could have to do with seeds that were planted in the past, but there was some kind of death, some kind of transformation. You could be dealing with a Scorpio because that's Scorpio energy. And then there's that Wheel of Fortune card again. Oh, I feel like somebody feels like they missed the boat. I feel like somebody feels like they missed the boat in a relationship that has the potential of being somebody's Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's keep moving forward. What do we have? Keep on keeping on, right? What do we have for the Witch's Kitchen for Leo, end of October? Halloween Saiway. What do we have for the Witch's Kitchen for Leo? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. Somebody could have felt like they, you know, had it all with this other relationship, other situationship in the past. But it looks like somebody's looking for peace. Looks like somebody's looking for peace. And then we've got top of the deck, Witch Hazel, sensitivity. So sensitivity is, we're going to read it in just a second, actually. But this is like where somebody's psychic abilities or just intuitive gifts are becoming more prevalent. What did I do with my book? Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's look up Witch Hazel here. I'm one witch who's invited in. I'll banish spots and soothe your skin. Divining twigs draw up emotion, heart now healed with magic potion. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. So a sensitive witch is often troubled, emotionally that is. When you wear your heart on your sleeve, you become an open book of shadows, and that can land you in sticky situations. As you focus more on your magical work, you will find that your intuition heightens, as does your sensitivity. Merely avoiding those who make you sore, as well as those who you would rather see you with a blemished reputation, does not serve a sensitive soul such as yourself. Rich in tannins, my powerful antioxidants cast soothing healing spells on most dermatological issues and banish dark circles under your eyes, as well as troublesome emotions and negativity when used in an herbal elixir. So instead of becoming thick-skinned, allow me, as nature's astringent, to relieve you of any irritation or pains in the backside as you learn to appreciate and hone your empathetic nature. So it's funny, I just got new Witch's Hazel because I use it as a toner on my face, and it's amazing. It keeps your skin, you know, especially if you have sensitive skin, it's the best toner in the world and all natural, right? So Witch Hazel, you could be feeling a lot more sensitive or feel like your gifts and abilities are becoming more attuned, especially at the end of October, beginning of November, when the veil is the thinnest. All right, it's when the Earth's magnetism is at its weakest, and it allows for a deeper connection, easier connection between the 3D and 5D realms, the spirit realm and, you know, our world. Okay, what do we have for Leo, please? Underneath the deck, we have pumpkin. So the 30th could be significant. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. So this is actually being recorded on the 30th too, but 3 plus 0 equals 3. And you already saw that 3 of Cups, but it's about, you know, celebration, working together, partnership. Can be about heartbreak, okay? But it's also about waiting for your ships to come in. So pumpkin. Top of the deck, we have divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Divination. So we're going to read this. The 14th could have been significant. And I'm pretty sure that Scorpio just had this card as well. So divination, it's all about guidance, reflection, and insight. Cards, tea leaves, coffee, clouds, candlelight, flowers. These are dozens of ways to embrace the art of divination, a practice used to seek guidance from the divine, and part of a witch's toolkit for centuries. It is a beautiful practice that can help you see beyond what is immediately in front of you. It can show you hidden dangers and gifts, provide new ideas, and shut down old ones. Divination is a way to seek the advice of the powers that be while also showing hidden dangers and truths. If you have pulled divination, you're being asked to explore your ability to receive guidance from the earth and the divine. Now it's time to go deeper into your practice, and you must learn to trust your own ability to feel your way into messages as well as your ability to interpret them. This card also means that there is a need to take more time to reflect. It can be easy to get lost in the day-to-day without taking time to process everything that you've been through. Something as simple as pulling a single card every day, either in the morning or evening, can make you feel a better sense of the events around you. It can help you to see things that you overlooked or consider something that you would never have otherwise. Divination. And you may, if you want, like divination, you could do some form of divination with a pumpkin, is what I'm getting. I mean, even if it's pumpkin carving, it's like a divinatory ritual, you know? Okay, so last but not least, we're calling upon the Oracle of the Heketean Path, and that is Goddess Hecate. All right. What do we have for Oracle of the Heketean Path, please, for Leo? What do we have for Leo, please? Okay, underneath the deck, we have choices. There's that number 3 again. I feel like you have multiple choices, Leo, different ways in which you could go. Could be, you know, multiple partners, multiple options, but you do have several different choices to make. And it's interesting because Hecate, if you see here in that statue, is also often depicted as mother, maid, and crone. So like 3 different, you know, personalities or 3 different stages of life. Okay, top of the deck, main message, Pharmakia, number 34, knowledge. This is interesting because this actually looks like a plant, like cannabis in a way, but pharmaceuticals, Pharmakia. And it's about knowledge. It's about knowing things. It's about also, I want to say, like knowledge about your health. Let's look this up, and I will tell you. Okay, so the witches of old applied wisdom devised from the knowledge of plants that could either kill or care. This brought about their notoriety as the first great sorcerers. These gifts of sorcerer's power are often linked back to Hecate and her role as the queen of the witches. To be wise is to apply knowledge with reason. Don't assume that because you know something to be true for you, that it will be universally true for everyone else. Hone your skills, play your strengths, learn, and question. So, Leo, just because you know something on your own or for yourself doesn't mean that it applies to everybody. I don't know why I'm getting the phrase like bite off more than you can chew, but I feel like, you know, it's just like, it's not the same for everyone. But knowledge is power, and it's good to know a little bit about everything. So now let's go over really quickly the monthly predictions for October and see how that applies to your month in the making. I can't even talk. The October full moon was on October 6th. It was the first supermoon of 3 in Aries. It's also known as the harvest full moon. We had the 4 of Cups in reverse, and that's all about coming out of like stagnation. Instead of like being over and being bored with something, it's like getting busy, getting back to work, getting back to the grind. And it's all because you're manifesting dreams. That was the next big theme of the month. It's manifesting dreams. And so it's like you've been working hard towards something and it's starting to come into fruition, which makes sense with the harvest moon. You're going to be harvesting all the way through the end of October or November. Then we pulled card number 22, wisdom. So wisdom is the theme for this month. Then we pulled card number 52, lemon balm, which means nurture. So you may need to use some lemon balm this month. Also a nurturing energy, nurture something in order to make it happen. The numbers 22 and 52 could be significant. Then we also pulled the first quarter moon card in Leo, so your sign, and it's all about being humble. So again, you may have to be humble about something, or somebody could be humble around you. Then we pulled for the crystal oracle Prasiolite, which means compassion. So we have like this ongoing theme this month of compassion, humbleness, nurturing nature, and being wise. I also just saw 555 on the clock, so that's like change of direction. And then last but not least, I use Astro Dice, and I rolled for this month Moon, Scorpio, 8th house. Now, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, okay? But then you add the moon into it, and it means the emotional Sherlock Holmes. So for some of you, you could be like, honestly, like getting down to a mystery or figuring out or solving a mystery. For others of you, I feel like this is like you, discovering your emotional nature, or really figuring out what it is that makes you emotional, what it is that, like, I don't know why I keep on saying it, like I'm feeling like something's bothering you, and so you're getting down, to you're getting down to the, I don't know why I can't think of the words right now, but it's like you're getting down to it. You know what I'm trying to say, right? You're trying to figure out why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. And you may have to do some digging. You may have to do some investigating. You may have to do some research, like on your history, family history, medical history, something like that. Okay. But you have choices to make. And there is a reason. There will be a cause for celebration. You have all 4 aces. So that's amazing. But if this is where I leave you, Leo, I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the month. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Cannastrologer. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I have all of my information in the description below this video. Make sure you check that out. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace.